Every zodiac sign is unique. Every last one. Even though some of us have similarities with each other, there's always something that makes you unique, you know? Um, and today, I want to talk about more about that uniqueness about Aquarius. Somebody sent me 12 things about Aquarius, and they want me to respond as basically, are these things really true about Aquarius? So we're going to read 6 of them in this video because these are long. We're going to read 6 in this video. We're going to do 6 in the next video, part 2. And we're going to talk about how do you know when you're truly an Aquarius, when you truly measure up. And we're all going to decide if these 6 that I'm getting ready to do are on point. Now, I haven't read any of them yet. I wanted to do this with you guys. We're going to do this together, okay? So let me do the intro, and then we're going to get into this. Hi, I'm Queen Osset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, pass it on to anybody and everybody who might like it too, and don't forget to drop us a positive comment in the comment section. And stick around to the end of the video because I also have some other positive comments queued up here that I want to respond to when we're done talking about this. Okay? If you would like to get a reading done, please email me. All of my social media information, my email, if you want to send me a gift on Amazon, my Amazon wish list. If you would like to become one of my patrons on Patreon, all that information is underneath every video. So check out right underneath here. Okay? All right, so let's do the first one. Let's see. Does this make any sense? Okay. You know you're an Aquarius when you can see yourself doing your own thing for a very long time. Well, this one I have to give an A+ immediately, because Aquarius are known for doing our own thing. It's one of the things that really gets us in trouble because a lot of other people will go along with the crowd, be a team player, those kind of things. And Aquarius does those things when we agree with where the crowd is going. If the crowd going somewhere I want to go to, I'm going to go with the crowd. But Aquarius is not afraid to be the lone wolf. Many of us are the lone wolf of our families, of our offices. So that one is a definite thumbs up. Yes, do your own thing, Aquarius. Number 2, you know you're an Aquarius when what people think of you is not really a concern of yours. I am actually working on a video about this because I want to talk a lot about this concept. So I'm not going to go too deep in on it here, but I am going to say yes. Aquarius have this tendency not to really care what people think about us. And that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because, truth be told, other people's feelings about you or other people's thoughts about you really are not relevant. First of all, they don't even really know you like that. In most cases, they just talking out their ass. They don't even really know you. They're just, gossip, or looking at you from the outside looking in. That's number 1. So that's why it's a good thing to just ignore that chit chatter because it's really unnecessary. But it's a bad thing because some of the times we have habits or behaviors that are not good. And because we don't care what nobody says, we never really change them or listen to the person or listen to other people who say that. I tell you guys all the time that sometimes Aquarius are very crass with their mouth, very crass with their delivery. This is a problem that many of us face, including myself. I'm better now, but I'm still not great. I'm a lot better, but I'm not great. And a lot of people, a lot of Aquarius that I have said that to, had a real hard time understanding why they should even care about that. Understanding why should I be concerned about other people's feelings? Why should I be considerate? Why should I sugarcoat things? How come my truth isn't good enough? A lot of Aquarius really just want to, shoot from the hip. And I understand that too, being an Aquarius. But after years and years and years of listening and talking to people, I realized that that is something that we need to at least consider. So when you don't care about what other people think, it can be great because of your self-esteem and your self-confidence, but it can be bad because you might not hear the messages and the hurt from the people that are around you. I've stopped messing with, not so much, I've stopped messing with a lot of Aquarius that I've known in my lifetime because of that, because they don't hear me. And it's like, if you ain't listening, I'm not going to keep talking. You know, and they're doing something to me or saying something to me that's hurtful, and they just won't comprehend that that's not cool. And I just leave them alone. I just fade to black. So I think that that can be a problem. And I think it is very Aquarius. You know you're an Aquarius when you don't like to be confined to something or someone unless you are 100% sure this is what's right for you. This is 100% correct. This comes up to a lot of people. A lot of people who aren't Aquarius will say Aquarius have commitment issues. This is what they're talking about because they want the Aquarius to commit to them, to be with them. And the Aquarius is hemming and hawing and this and that. And it's basically because they don't want to commit. We don't want to commit to something unless we're 100% sure it is right for us. Most of us, because we've already done it before in the past when it wasn't right for us, and we don't want to go back to that. I don't ever want to trade places with 25, 26-year-old me. I don't ever want to be back in a situation where I'm with someone that I'm supposed to be committed to, even younger me or any version of me that was in a relationship, which was all of them, that I could not, after a while I had to escape. It became confining because I didn't belong with those people. And I didn't get that. It was me that needed to get it. And for us, after going through that once or maybe more than once, like in my case, you don't want that to ever happen again. So somebody will say, oh, Aquarius are non-committal. It's not that we won't commit. We will commit. We just don't commit easily because we want to keep our commitments, and we know if it ain't right, we're not going to stay. And Aquarius already knows that. We got 1 foot out the door and 1 foot in the door throughout the majority of the time until we make that commitment. So we already know that about ourselves. So yeah, this is very true. And it does get talked about a lot. A lot of other sun signs complain about this. I hear this a lot. You know you're an Aquarius when you're just as goofy and silly as you are pragmatic and sensible. Yeah. Exactly. I am always laughing. I got jokes all the time. I think, to be honest with you, I think that I probably have spent the majority of my life laughing. I really do. Laughing at other people, laughing at comedy, laughing at situations. If you talk to my friends, they say I crack myself up. That's what they always say. You always cracking yourself up with your corny jokes, you know? And I do. I crack myself up all the time. Very goofy, very silly. But at the same time, when it's time to get down to business, when it's time to be pragmatic, when it's time to be sensible, when it's time to handle my business, all of that gets scooted to the side. We can be goofy later. We got work to do right now. You know, so this is 100% true. I know a lot of Aquarius that have like a youthful side, you know, a fun side, and this comes up with this, a silly side, a happy side, a joking side. But when it's time to get that business going, they handle their business. You know you're an Aquarius when real, true, down and out, loyal friends bring you uplifting joy. That's true. That's so true. My friends probably bring me more joy than anybody else. The more I think about it, Aquarius are very close to our friends. I did another video about us. When Aquarius have true friends, we are, you know, inseparable. So that does bring me joy. I'm closer to my friends than I probably am anybody, my family even. I would say the closest person to me is my daughter. And after that comes my friends, and then after that comes the rest, comes my family. Because I spend more time with them, you know, and it's a whole different vibration, and it does bring me a great deal of joy. So yeah, I agree. And the last one says, you know you're an Aquarius when talking to new people doesn't really frighten you. In fact, you are rather extroverted. Now, as an Aquarius, I have to agree with this one too. I don't have any problems talking to new people. I talk to new people all the time, all day. Because remember, in my first job, I tutor English. I tutor English with people from South Korea. Now, I don't know any of these people, and new people get on my roster every day, and we do 10 to 20-minute conversations. So I'm talking to strangers for 4 hours a day. Some of them I talk to repeatedly because they have like a 6-month contract or something like that. But some of them I only talk to once, twice, 3 times. And I have no problems having conversations with them, talking about stuff. And it's not awkward or uncomfortable. Because sometimes, when you're talking to a stranger, it can be really uncomfortable. But with me, the one thing that my students say is they feel like they've known me their whole life. And a lot of Aquarius have this quality. It's not, and it's so funny to me because a lot of Aquarius tell me that, yeah, we have that. And then the other person will be like, it's weird because the Aquarius doesn't really reveal that much about yourself, but people still feel like they know you. It's just one of our superpowers. So I definitely agree with this. It doesn't frighten me at all to talk to new people. And then I do readings 2-3 times a day. And most of them, well, I have a lot of repeat clients. So I do know like 70% of them, but the other 30% are new. So I don't know them from Adam. And we talk about all kinds of topics like sex, sexuality, children, impotency. We talk about all kind of stuff, and it's very easy for me and them to have these conversations, and we're total strangers. But everybody cannot do that. I do think that's an Aquarius superpower. All right, I'm gonna stop here. I'm only going to do 6. Now I'm going to do 2 positive comments, and then in part 2 I'll do the last 6 of these because these are pretty good so far. So Aquarius, tell me in the comments section, or those of you who live with or spend a lot of time with an Aquarius, tell me in the comments section, did those 6, any of them resonate for you? Because they all resonated for me. All right, our first positive comment is from Keston Rees. Keston Rees says, Queen, I love you. Oh, I love you too. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace, love, and prosperity. I manifest into your life, Queen. That's why I say what I say. Speak it out of love. Thank you so much. I always am more than happy to accept love and light and positivity, especially prosperity. I love that word. Thank you so much. Molly Branch. Hey, Molly. Molly is new. I don't think I've ever seen a comment from Molly before. Molly said, the word should is a cuss word to me. I hear that. Immediate cringe. Even if done in love. When someone tries to push their idea, pyramid scheme, what have you, and I'm resisting inside, I say, that's a nice idea, advice, but it's not in line with my goals. That's a wonderful thing to say. I like that a lot. Whenever somebody, family member, stranger, whoever, says something, you just say it's not in line with my goals. I like that one a lot. I just be like, nah. So maybe I need to adopt this. This sounds a lot nicer. I just be like, nah, not gonna be able to do it. That's more my way, but I like your way better. All right, guys, it's time for us to get going. So don't forget to come back soon because I have a lot more to say. See you later.